Alright guys, welcome to another video. You've got Mr. Everything English, and today we are looking at Shakespeare's Macbeth. In particular, the character of Lady Macbeth and her relationship with her hubby, Macbeth. Now, what are we looking at? We are looking at them sweet talking. We are looking at them flirting. No, I'm joking. We are looking at her manipulating him. Guys, this is the quote that I'm focusing on today. So if you're doing Macbeth, remember this quote. This can be used for your exam. This quote is from Act 1, Scene 5. And it happens just after Lady Macbeth reads Macbeth's letter and Macbeth arrives at the castle. Now let's analyze this quote for a grade 9. The quote says, "Look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it." First things first, guys, you've got language devices. It's two parts. Look like the innocent flower. The like makes it a simile. But be the serpent under it. Now we are now looking at her using a metaphor. Now before we look at the simile and the metaphor, I want to focus on the word be. This then becomes a command. Now these are the three different things for now that I want to focus on. Look like the innocent flower. Let's start from the beginning. The word look, I would argue, guys, in your exam, you want to argue that the word look shows that this is fake. This is all for show. She's asking him to do this for show. Now look like the innocent flower. This is a very interesting point to consider. Why does she say that the flower must be innocent? 80% of flowers are innocent. Look like a flower is innocent enough. But why does she specify that you must look like the innocent flower? Guys, first things first is personification. But guys, the second thing is emphasis. She emphasizes how important it is that Macbeth looks completely innocent. Completely innocent. Look like the innocent flower. Don't just act a little bit kind of nice. Don't just be a little bit nice, but completely behave as though you haven't got a clue what's happening. Look like the innocent flower. Now guys, I would argue this first part, this first line, I would make a point. This is a request. She's asking him to look innocent. And the language she used, guys, you've got a simile, you've got personification, all in the first line. Now it gets interesting. But be. It's a command. Guys, command implies she has power and she is giving Macbeth no choice. For this one, it's not a command. He has a choice. It's not be the innocent flower. Look like it. If you can, try your best. But this one, be the serpent. It shows that this one is important. Guys, make a point, it adds importance. This command is very important. This command is what matters. Now, what does she say? But be the serpent. Now guys, look, serpent, you can argue, is a biblical creature that links to evil, that links to the devil. Therefore, when you contrast this to this entire quote is one big oxymoron. But it shows you the two extremes that she's asking Macbeth to live on. On one hand, you must be like a newborn baby. You must be very innocent. On the other hand, you must be as evil and as dark as they come. She knows exactly what it takes to become powerful. She knows that you can't just be any kind of evil. You gotta be the most evil creature around. Now guys, second thing, what's important to her is everything that is evil must be hidden. Everything that is good must be on show. You cannot you cannot let anything, you cannot let anyone, you cannot even for a second break your armor. You have to be evil under the flower. Your evil must be hidden under your mask. Like this links to Duncan's quote, where Duncan says in Act 1, Scene 4, I believe, that it's hard to tell what a man thinks through the way he looks. God, this is that. Now, if you look at this one quote, you've got oxymoron is the quote. You've got simile, personification, you've got metaphor, you've got command, and then you've got us talking about the other words. This would count as your context if you do it correctly and you link it to religion. That's how you want to break down a quote. I would argue in your exam, you can easily write at least 2 paragraphs on this. Obviously, a paragraph wouldn't be about everything on the board. You would pick and choose what applies to your question. But guys, this quote is very important when looking at Macbeth and Lady Macbeth's relationship, when looking at patriarchy, because it appears that she's flipped patriarchy on his head. She's in charge, not Macbeth. Guys, number 4, it looks like deception. Number 5, it looks like ambition. And finally, guys, this is a very good quote to revise because, as you can see, it can be used for a lot of different scenarios. I hope the video helps. As always, it's been Mr. Everything English. Peace.